Hello, my lovelies. It's G here. We're going through tarot. I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. My goodness. My cards are just like exploding out of my hand. I'm feeling here that someone might be having a disagreement with a family member. Possibly somebody really close, like their dad or their mom. Or perhaps maybe a brother or a sister. I'm getting that these two people are the same gender. And they're having a disagreement. Or they've had a disagreement. Now, you could be one of these people. You could be the sibling or related to one of these people. You could live in the same house as one of these people. You know, it could be your spouse and they could be telling you about how they're having a disagreement with a sibling. But I'm really getting in the story that I'm seeing, they're showing me two things, like colliding and clashing and colliding, and then like going around each other and then going in the opposite direction. So I feel like there's been an argument here about how to handle a certain situation. And somebody here is really strongly disagreeing with the way that one party in the situation wants to handle something, or they're feeling really strongly about the way they have found out that one party handled a situation. And I'm hearing here that it caused like a really big disagreement. Yeah, and I'm smelling something foul. I feel like one person here feels like, you know, they feel like one person is full of BS. Like, and I feel like one person here is feeling like the other person. I feel like I'm seeing somebody go, oh, like they're shocked. Like they're shocked, like the levels that this person stooped to, or finding out the truth. Oh, actually, I'm hearing more people. Now I heard one person at first like gasp, like, what? And then I'm hearing like a whole group of people be like, oh, what? Like whatever this one person has done here really seems out of character for them. Or it's like, oh, I never thought you would stoop that low. Or I never thought that you would handle something like that. I never thought you would betray me this way. Or I never thought that you would say that. Or you would betray my confidence like that. My confidant, something like that. Where, and I'm feeling like it's like shocking a group of people. I don't know if this is like family that it's shocking, or if it's like a group of friends that it's shocking. Or like a community that these two siblings could be in. But I'm really getting that really strongly, that there is some type of, because I got this download to go outside, and I went outside and I started looking up at the stars, and I really got drawn into this one triangle of stars. And I was like, what is that? And I looked up on my star map, and I looked it up, and it was Mars in the sign of Gemini. I was seeing Mars and the two heads of the two twins of Gemini. And I was just feeling this energy. So I looked it up, and Mars and Gemini can cause conflict in siblings. And I just got this really strong feeling that there's some kind of, especially here for some of you, there is a kind of warring energy, or a kind of like, yeah, now my spirit guides are showing me like two men that are like flexing their muscles. So it's feeling like a trial in masculinity, or it's like, for some of you here too, you could come to find out that two brothers were both interested in you. And one brother did something very underhanded to throw off the other brother, or the other sibling, or the other person in this. I don't want to narrow it down, especially if you know that it's applying to your situation. I don't want to narrow it down to certain genders, but that's the strongest energy that I'm getting here. And it could just be because of the signs in Gemini and everything like that, but there is a lot of masculine energy here, which of course Mars is in Gemini. So it's like this kind of feeling of like warring or like conflict. And one person here is being shown the truth of the other person. And one person here felt very like trapped, or felt like I wanted to go towards this person, or I wanted to do this and I didn't because I wanted to be loyal to you, or I wanted to be loyal to their family. And now this person feels like this person feels like they were betrayed, or they were lied to, or something like that. Because we have imprisonment here in reverse. And we also have despair and false person. And I feel like someone here is getting an outside perspective. They're getting a perspective from a distance away from this person. It's almost like they were too close to the scenario or too close to the situation to see the truth. 555 down on the clock. Official person. What is it called when a person is like the officiant over like an estate or something like that? One person here could find out that a sibling is backstabbing them or betraying them when it comes to say like a parent or like a grandparent or something like that passed away. And they left and they named one of the siblings as the person who would that they trusted to divide out all the money or divide out the property or something like that. And one person here is finding out that this one sibling is not dividing stuff out. They're just no, they left it all to me. And it's that wasn't the intent. Their intent was to divide it amongst all of us. And this person is yeah, but they didn't have a will and they left me as the overseer of the estate. So, sorry. They left the house under my name. Well, clearly they wanted you to sell the house and then divide it up. Well, they didn't say that. So, I need the money, so I'm going to take it all. It's something like that. And somebody here feels, although they feel incredibly betrayed by this person, it's that look. Look at the mature woman. It could be a mother figure. Or there's something about the way that this person is handling what happened post, possibly a mother or a grandmother figure passing away. And there's something about that, the combination of all of that lining up. But the one person here, the one that feels betrayed, at the same time that they feel betrayed, they feel set free. They feel I don't have to be loyal to you anymore, or I can do whatever I want to now. I feel free because I finally see you for who you are. The mask has finally fallen and I don't have to pretend. This parent or this person wanting them to get along. And something about this person is just I put up with you because mom or because grandma really wanted us to. We had to really get together. She was the only thing keeping our family together. And now that she's passed away, I don't have to pretend that I like you anymore. I don't have to pretend to have this brotherly or sisterly love for you anymore. You have always been an issue. You've always been a problem. You've always caused fights between us. You've always caused all these issues between us. And now, and mom or whoever this person was the only person being please, your brothers get along, or please, your siblings get along, or please, your family get along. Forgive them. And now this person is I don't have to pretend. And I don't have to hide. I don't have to I don't have to hold back. I don't have to hide my feelings about how I really feel anymore. Nothing is holding this family together anymore. There's nobody here to make me feel ashamed about annexing you or walking away from you or, yeah, this person feels like they finally see this person for who they really are. And they're just wow, I never thought you'd handled it this way, but okay. And this person at some point, they feel they finally have a choice, the Lovers. They feel like they finally have a choice. Yeah, again, they feel free now. Although whatever happened between the two of them really hurt, they feel free. Ooh, main female. They could feel like, well, now that I know, the only reason I wasn't going after the person, or the only reason I was holding myself back, is because you liked this person. I'm also getting, this could be very old. This could have been from a very long time ago, that you could have known these people from your childhood or something like that. And you could be hearing from someone from your past and be like, look, like, I know that you and my brother were best friends growing up, or this and this, but I always had the hugest crush on you, and I never talked to you, or I never said anything to you, because out of respect for my brother, or out of respect for this person, or out of respect for my sister, I always, I never was like, no, it's against bro code, or it's against sibling code. I'm not going to date your best friend, but I've always had the hugest crush on you, and there's nothing holding me back from letting you know how I really feel about you now. Like, and I don't know if this person is going to say all of this, or if they'll just kind of be like, hey, like, I've really been thinking about you a lot lately. Like, can we hang out? Can we go on a date? Yeah. Community. There's something here about a community. Again, it could be their family. It could be like a church group, or it could be something like that. But there is somebody that they really looked up to. Either somebody that really was their actual blood brother, or they saw as a blood brother, or they saw as their best friend. And there's something here about, like, they couldn't come towards you, or they couldn't do what they really wanted to do because they were trying to be loyal to this person. Courthouse, but now they feel like they've broken free. Tell me more about them feeling like they broke free. They broke free. Yeah, they're not concerned about this anymore. There was something that was really concerning them, that was weighing hard on their mind, and they feel free. They feel like it is part of their journey to become this official person, to stand on their own, to stand free of the influence of this community or of this family. They feel like it's a part of their journey to step up and become this official person. Ooh, marriage. They want to offer you, or they all want to offer somebody some kind of serious contract here, or like, let's work together, or let's go out together, or this person is very serious. They want something very serious and very long term. Yeah, marriage here. Somebody has stood up to some kind of parental figure, or they've walked away from some kind of community or some kind of something. There's some kind of responsibility here. And I feel like someone has passed, or something has ended, or there could have been a mother figure here with this mature woman in this community. This woman could have been holding some kind of great fortune, and like, with great fortune in reverse, they could have been holding some kind of money. Like, no, if you want in the will, then you won't do this, or you won't marry that person, or you won't go move to this place. You'll stay right here and you'll do as I say. And then this person did all this, and it's like they did all this for money, or they did all this to not be like annexed from the will, or to not, but they did all this, and turns out the person didn't even make sure that they were taken care of in the will, or like they got left out of the will, or there could have been a person here that really influenced this person in the last days of their life to change their will. Especially if it was like a sibling or a cousin or something like that. Someone that they didn't think would betray them. Yeah, and I see this person kind of like laughing in hysteria. Like, this person is kind of just like, are you kidding? Like, I did all this for the money, and they left me out of the will anyway. Like, or, I did all of this, and you're not even making sure that I get my part of the money, or my part of the inheritance, or like, and there's something about this person and I see them sitting there, and they're just like, I can't believe this. Like, I put my whole life on hold, or, I lived for years in a lie so that, so that everything would go my way. And it didn't anyway. And yet, I feel like it's a huge tower moment for this person, but yet, I feel like somehow this person feels like it's a brand new beginning. It pushed this person all the way to the edge, and they had this realization like, but I'm free. But I'm free. Like, I don't have to live with those conditions anymore. Like, I was so scared to live who I wanted to be or how I wanted to be or to speak my truth because I was so scared that I wouldn't have that money or that I wouldn't have this access to this. And now it's over. This person feels like a huge burden has been lifted. I heard people like somebody going, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy?" And it's just like, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm free. Like, it freed me. There's something here about this person feeling like, wow, with this imprisonment in reverse, again, this person just feels like, wow, like this was so stupid and so crazy. And I put my life on hold, or I defined myself by, look, but I'm free now. This person actually feels like they're free of some kind of devil energy from their life, some kind of heaviness, some kind of burden on their back, and they're finally the lovers. They're finally free to make a choice here. They've learned some kind of really deep lesson, like, wow, like I did all of this. Like I did all of this to receive my victory or to receive a fortune. Or like maybe this person is kind of hysterical. They're kind of hysterical. They're laughing because it's like, I don't know if it was some kind of situation here where it's like, and you know, your mother has decided after all these years to donate all of the money to some, you know, to some trust fund or to some, you know, feeding dogs in Croatia or something like that. And they're just like, and everybody's just sitting there looking at them like, are you crazy? And this person is just like, oh my God, all of you were so petty and so rude. This has been something this person's wanted to say for such a long time. It's like one of those situations where you see in movies where a person like finally is able to be free and they're like leaving a job site or something like that. And they're like, F you and F you and F you. And I hated your muffins you always brought in and F you and up yours and all this. And that's how this person feels. This person is just like, ha 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 ha. Like all of you were so rude and so mean and so petty. And you were trying your effing hardest to jock for position and be declared the favorite so that you could have the house or that you could have the home or you could have this. And it's like this person, or even if, you know, a certain person was chose, it was like, oh my God, I'm free. Like you didn't name me. It's almost like this person is realizing that whatever this was, this money, it came with shackles. It came with shackles. It's like this person is realizing, it's like almost like during the reading of the will or something, like it was just like, and you get all the money, and this person's like, yes, I win, I get all the money. And then it's like, and you have to live in this house, and you have to do this, and once a month you have to do that, and every day you have to do this, and it's all a part of it's all a contingency, a part of you getting the money. And this person is like, I don't just get the money scot-free. Like, I have to do all of this. Like, I have to run this business, or I have to do this, and I have to do that. And if I mess up at all, like, somebody's going to come in and take all the money away from me. And this person is just like, you wanted it. You wanted it so bad. You wanted it so bad. I hope that you fucking drowned in it. Like, I hope you drowned in the money. You know, and it's, yes, I literally I see this person walk, like sitting on the side of like a lake or like a big body of water. And it's like standing on the stone wall and they're watching someone like have shackles like hooked to them, and they're watching this person like sink down into dark, like water, watching them like sink further and further down in the water, and they're just like, damn. It's like, I want to be the genie with all, with all powerful universal cosmic powers. And it's like, don't forget that comes with cuffs, ultimate power, itty bitty living space. And that's what it is. Like, this person is just like, you have all the power, you have all of this, but it's not just about that. It's also about the incredibly crushing responsibility that comes on the other side of it. Like, and there's something about how this person is just like, oh my God. They're like, oh my God, I'm free. Like, this is, I didn't take the bait. Like, I didn't fall. I did not fall into the pit. Now they're showing me the part of Lord of the Rings where Frodo goes to visit. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of her name? Cate Blanchett plays her in the movie. Why can't I remember her name? Anyway, they go to visit her, and Frodo offers her the ring. And she does the whole, oh, you'll have a woman, oh, terrible, and everything. And then she's like, no. And she's like, oh my God, I did it. I passed the test. I didn't take the ring. I didn't fall into the temptation of this ultimate power. Like, I was able to pull myself away from it, and I was able to resist the urge to take it and take the power for myself. And that's what this person feels like. This person feels like somebody offered them, the one ring, and they were just like, no. And they turned away from it, and they were like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, don't offer it to me, Frodo. Like, yeah, they literally feel, they feel like they passed some kind of universal test. That's crazy. Yeah, excuse me. And they feel like they've come into some kind of victory. They're just like, wow. Like, it actually was a blessing that this, it's like the obstacle to me getting this was the blessing. The door closing in my face, what was the blessing? Rejection was truly God's protection. That's how this person feels. And they feel like they're able to be free now. They're like, your or our mother's lifelong rejection of me. And even after she's even like drawing the knife and twisting it, trying to twist it even after death, but I'm free. But I'm free. I resisted like the devil's urge, or I resisted some type of temptation or something like that. It's like, I won. Ooh. Yeah. 5 of Wands flipped out and fell on the floor. I won. The sun revealed itself. It's the end of a cycle. The world. Hold on just 1 second. Sorry about that. But yeah, this person is like, I'm free. Like, I felt like there was some kind of block or some kind of clog or something. It's like this person felt like, oh my gosh, like I had to go through this test, or I had to go through this. This person literally felt like the universe was testing their morality or testing their, their strength to go through something. And they're like, I did it. I went inside and I resisted the urge of the devil, this temptation. And now I'm able to end this cycle and move on. And this person feels like they can finally go towards what they really want. Something, again, some kind of longevity. This person feels like they overcome. Again, there's that 10 of Wands. They feel like they overcame some kind of really heavy cycle that they were able to put down. Like overcoming some kind of temptation or some kind of legacy. This person could have felt like they're breaking some kind of generational toxic cycle or generational curse or something like that. They're just like, I did it. Like, I overcame it. And this person feels like they've been alchemized and they've they've received some kind of reprieve or some kind of blessing. Yeah. And now they feel like they can go towards what's truly meant for them. Yeah, and now they're showing me at the end of Aladdin where Aladdin wishes for the genie to be free. And they're showing me the part, where the cuffs fall off and Genie's like, I'm free, I'm free. And he finally goes. But also, it's also reminding me of the part from the end of Howl's Moving Castle where Howl gets his heart back and it releases his bond that he had with Calcifer. And it ends their contract. And Calcifer also does the whole thing where he's like, I'm free, and he goes off. And this person could feel that way. This person could feel like they've exorcised some kind of demon from their life or some kind of darkness from their life. They're just like, oh my God, I made it through this. Like, I did it. Like, I faced the shit. Yeah. Yeah, this person feels like they finally see the truth about something. And they're ready to go. They're ready to work on something. They're ready. Yeah. Oh, they're ready to go towards their empress. Or they're ready to become the empress. Yeah, this person is like galloping, racing forward. Yes, with some kind of offer here. This person feels like they're finally free. And some of them, they know that they're coming towards a particular person or towards a particular something. And some of them just know that they're chasing after what they really have wanted to chase after in their whole life. This kind of energy of fertility. All of this is lining up a lot with like Ostera coming in here, right? It's the beginning of spring. It's the beginning of a new cycle. This person feels like they have expunged some kind of darkness out of their life and they're able to actually go towards like a fertile new beginning for themselves. They're racing towards it. They have the information and again, like I said, it was like this huge burden understanding and seeing this truth, right? And it hurts so bad, this betrayal but it's like, now it's like, wow, now I'm free. It's almost like you did this to hurt me, but you freed me. In alchemizing this pain, I'm done and I'm over. It's almost like this person was feeling guilt or they were feeling shame about something. They felt like they had to stick around or they had to be there or they had to stay bonded to someone or they had to stay in a relationship or stay, if it was like taking care of like a sick parent at the end of their life or something like that. They felt like they had to stay, like they were obligated. But then once they found out that this family member or this person had betrayed them, and I see this person, whoever this betrayer is, I see them standing there and they have their arms crossed across the chest and they're like, that's right, I did it. I cheated or I hurt you or I didn't let you get that money. That's right. And this person is just sitting there like, what are you smiling about? And they're like, ha 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 ha. And they're just like, I'm free. Like, and this person's just sitting there looking at them like, are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? And this person's like jumping around doing black flips and they're like, oh my God, I'm free. Like, I know the truth. I finally really know the truth. You're not for me, or you really betrayed me, or you're really like, this person feels like this energy inside of them is like unlocked. And whatever shame or guilt or pain or whatever that was holding them down, like a weight has been lifted off of them. And they're just like, I feel it rising up inside of me. Like my backbone is standing up straight. Like my chest is poking out. Like this person is just like, like I am the F out of here. And this other person is so confused. Like they're so confused. They're like, what? I thought this would hurt you. Look. This person did something. They made a very passionate, quick decision to do something. Yeah, and it's past judgment. And Spirit has passed judgment on this person. They made a very quick, emotional, passionate decision to do something, and it's caused this person to be like, I'm not bound to you anymore. You pushed me over the fucking edge. Like, I just took it and I took it and I took it and I took it, and then you did this, and you thought you were kicking me in my stomach while I was down on the ground. But you kind of were, but it made me realize, like I'm not bound to you. Like, what am I staying here? What am I being loyal to you for? Like, what am I keeping quiet for you for? Like, I don't owe you shit. And this other person is just like, what did you say, dog? Because I see this other person standing above this other person, like kicking them and being like, you dirty dog. You're nothing. You're nothing. And then this other person is just like, wait, you really hate me. This person's like, yeah, you just don't get this. I effing hate you. And it's like, oh, really? You really hate me? Yeah, exactly. Cleansing, clearing, rebirth. A fire has been lit in this person in the winter of their existence, in this like cold, frigid existence that they've been living, where they're like locked into place, where they feel like they can't move, or they're they're paralyzed, or they can't do anything about it. It's like, I'm stuck here. I have to stay here. And for some of them, maybe this person said something in a heated argument or something, and this person is just like, click, like, I'm free. Like, I don't have to be here anymore. Fertility. I'm telling you, and this person is lit a fire in this person to go chase after something else. Exactly. This person, exactly. There's another ace. This person is just like, that's it. They literally put the knife or put the scissors in this person's hand. And this person was just like, clip, and just cut the cord. Like, you pushed me. You said one too many hurtful things, or you did and you pushed me right over the edge, and you thought I'd go crazy and go tumbling down and sinking down, but I'm not. I'm breaking my chains, and I'm growing wings, and I'm flying away. Damn. Because whoever this person was, they really thought, like, I literally see them with, like, this person on all fours, like, and they have their foot on their back, and they're just like, stay down. And this other person is just like, I won't. Like, it, like, slaps their foot away, and it's just like, you've done way too much. You've pushed me way too over the edge. And it has allowed something, like, it has activated something inside of this person. It's allowed just enough, like, hope, or enough. It's like a little bitty smidgen of, like, wait, do I not have to be here? And it allowed their spirit guides or their ancestors or something to just slip right in and be like, you don't. You can be free. Free yourself. Take back your sovereignty. Take back your power. Nothing is holding you here. Nothing is holding you here. And this person is like, wait, nothing is holding me here? And the spirit guides are like, that's right. Oh my God, yes. Nothing is holding you here. Nothing is holding you down. You don't have to be here. And this person is like, I don't even have to fucking be here. And this other person with their foot on their back is like, what did you say? And this person, like, stands up and they, like, throw their foot off their back, and they're like, I don't even have to be here. And they're just, like, standing up and, like, putting one leg up and then standing up, and then suddenly they're just, like, towering over this other person, and they're like, I don't even have to be loyal to you anymore. I don't even have to be here. You've cut me free. You've cut me loose. Yeah, and I just see this other person, like, staggering back and falling down on the ground and just being like, oh my God, what have I done? It's like, I'm out of here. And then I see this other person literally just, like, cutting or, like, pulling up. It looks like chains, like a chain that's on their ankle. And they're just like, and they just, like, rip it up out of the ground. And then they just, like, fly away. What a dramatic scene. Yeah. Oh. This person, look. This person has been able to break some kind of hex of winter that was put on them. Some kind of, I don't know if this person had some kind of freezer spell or something put on them, or some kind of stagnancy energy put on them, or something where it's like, I'm trapped. I can't go anywhere. I'm imprisoned. And it's all in their mind. They feel like I have to stay here. Yeah, this person literally could have put some kind of something on them. But like I said, they put some kind of something on them that made them be in this freezer, frozen. I can't do anything about it. I'm stuck here. I'm frozen here. It'll never thaw for me. And then it's like, finally, something that they did, something that happened, it lit that fire. It lit that fire inside of them. And for a lot of them, it's just like, actually, I don't love you. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, I'm actually not loyal to you. I actually don't love you. You're not my soulmate. You're not my twin flame. You're not my this. It's like, what did you just say? It's like, you heard what the F I said. I don't even effing love you. I don't even want to be here. And it's just like, how dare you speak to me that way? And it's just like, I'm F out of here. Like, what am I even doing here? I'm miserable here. I hate you. I actually don't have any feelings for you. And it's lit some kind of fire, some kind of passion in this person. It's like, you're not even the person I want to be with, or I don't even have to be here. What's the point of being loyal to you? What's the point of calling you family or calling you whatever? Exactly. Look. Like I said, it's like this, something has been lifted off of this person, and the ice is like melting and shattering and defrosting. Exactly. Ostera. And this person is like busting out of whatever this cage is, whatever this feeling that they're trapped, that they can't, or that they're too small, or they're not strong enough, or whatever it is. Like, this person is receiving the guidance that they need to break out of whatever this kind of pause, this energy, this frozen. They feel like this person feels like their strength, or they're like something has been frozen or locked away inside of them. And this fire has been lit, inside of them, and it's melting away like this icy hardness. Perhaps maybe like around their heart, or around, something like that, around their ability to receive or to see something clearly. Yeah, masculine energy. They could have had some kind of something put like on their masculine energy. Yeah, death. An end has come here to this cycle. Look at that. Wow. What the heck? How did my deck get all like twisted up around? Yeah, some kind of balance has been brought to this situation. Where there once was darkness, there is now light. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, yeah. They're showing me all kind of things of like cartoons or like movies or something like that, where like some evil witch like cast a spell over the lands, and like everything like freezes, and everything like frost over, and all the people like fall asleep into a slumber or something like that. And it's like, finally there's like a fire has lit, or the sun has come up and is like casting, oh, look what's on the back of the deck. It's fire. Look. And then the wands and a spell. What the heck? Something here could have happened around, I I want to say Christmas because it's Yule, but I heard Thanksgiving. Something here could have happened around Thanksgiving, in between Thanksgiving and so like the end of November and Christmas, or like the end of December if you don't celebrate those things, right? Something around that time frame could have happened. There's also something very significant about the time frame between Austera, which is now, like this week coming up, and the next few days coming up from the time that I'm filming this, to Beltane, which is like the beginning of summer. Like the official, something big could happen or could have happened in any of those dates. But like the winter, like winter coming in at the end of fall and like freezing everything over, and then summer, you know, and then like the sun coming back out and melting everything, and everything like coming back to life and blooming again, and then coming to like its full blossom and Beltane, like in summer. Didn't I just say that? Look, fall, autumn. Didn't I just say that? That something happened here in between fall and this winter? Come on now. You heard what I said. You heard what Spirit said. Somebody here could have felt like they were stuck in this fall winter phase of their life for a very long time. For years. And they had to learn, shadow. Somebody here could have been doing some really intense shadow work to learn boundaries. Shadow fell on the floor. Again, like I said, some type of shadow energy here has been released from somebody's life, and they've been able to cut the cords. Yes. Yes, they've cut the cords. And there is like this protection energy around this person. Now it's like they were able to push something further enough away from them that like their spirit guides could be like, zoop! You know, and like put this field of protection around them. Yeah. It was there was some kind of, exactly, what did I say? Your ancestors. Come on now. Your ancestors were able to put some kind of containment on whatever this energy was and get it the F away from you or away from this person. Let it resonate as it does. That's crazy, mama. Come on now. They came right back out. Ancestors. I just got through watching that movie. Is it Coco? Why am I forgetting the name of the movie? I literally just watched it. But I'm hearing that Remember Me song. Remember me. Although I have to travel far, remember me. Every time you hear a sad guitar. Yeah. And so I'm hearing that Remember Me song. And then this remembrance energy came out. Yeah, I'm listening here too, like De La Cruz, like how he's, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna spoil it. Okay. How De La Cruz like stole his songs. Like stole his song, stole his essence, stole his song, right? Tried to take his place and tried to erase him. So if you feel like here, like someone tried to erase you, or someone tried to take your place, or someone tried to make you feel like you were less than worthy or less than chosen, like it's like you don't need to be chosen, or you don't need to be heard, or you don't need to be seen, or you don't need to be remembered. It's some kind of energy like that. Like you have been able to remove whatever this is. So if this person did like send you the evil eye or do something like that, and here too it's like they could have tried, like, I can't keep ignoring this because it keeps coming up. They could have tried to separate you away from someone, maybe a soulmate or a soulmate energy or something like that. But like, whatever it is, they haven't been able to erase you. They might have tried to erase you from this person's memory, or like step in and take your place. And they tried to freeze this person. Like, they tried to make them feel like, or if this is you, let it resonate as they did. They could have done it to both of you. This person could have tried to step in between you and another person and try to freeze this person and keep them trapped in a certain state of feeling like they couldn't break free, or like they were overwhelmed with some kind of guilt or some kind of shame. And they felt like whatever it was, like they had to. Because it's reminding me about how Miguel, like how his great grandmother was so hurt by the fact that her husband never came home, that she outlawed music in the family, and how they passed it down. They passed down this generational thing of like, we make shoes, we don't do that. We're a shoemaker through and through. We don't do music. It's you know, it's evil. It's this and it's that. You know, all because and how Miguel went on this like whole thing of almost dying and becoming, you know, and because he believed in his music and he believed in what he was. And it's just reminding me of the part where she's trying to get him, and she's just like, I'm trying to do what's best for you. And he's like, or she's like, I had to make a choice and now it's time for you to choose. And he's like, why do I have to choose? Like, you're my family. You should choose me. You should choose to be happy for me. And it was this kind of moment of like, overcome whatever hurt you went through so that it doesn't hurt me. So I don't have to change myself to make you feel better about your wounds. This feels so layered and so complicated, but I feel like this is some kind of past life energy here that could have reincarnated as like deep family wounds in this person or for you. And you might have felt like your family was always asking you to compromise who you were and to be somebody different, to accept, you know, to get their love or to get their acceptance. It's like you need to hide part of who you are. And I feel like this person felt this way. This person felt like they always had to hide or lie about who they were to their family. And it definitely feels like it could be like, if you do find yourself, feel like you are on some kind of like twin flame journey, or you're on some kind of soulmate journey, but you felt like you had to overcome some kind of karmic energy within your family or within your friend group or something like that. It's like, I have to learn lessons about myself and come into union with myself, overcome my own limitations before I can come into union with this person. Like, I have to find myself. I have to learn how to shut out, you know, the darkness out of myself and out of my family before I get to come into union with this person, or before I can have this love in my life, because I am destined to overcome some kind of toxic generational cycle here and not pass it along. And it's like, I have to step out of that and heal that before I can come into union with this person, and then we can come together and refuse to allow the past to repeat itself through us. Okay? You could come into union with someone and they could tell you about how they too, okay, if this is sounding familiar to you, it could be because you and this person's lives are kind of marrying each other. Where it's both like, we had to overcome this karma and this darkness within us, and we had to integrate our own shadow beings and overcome, because that's how you form your shadow, is the things inside of you that you're asked to repress, or you're asked to feel guilt or shame about, whether it be from your community or from your religion or from your society, like a greater societal, just like morality, or, you know, from your family or from your friends or something like that. It's like overcoming this feeling that like I have to be a certain way to be approved or to be loved or to be seen as worthy of love. And there's something here about overcoming that as well. Overcoming that and coming out of this winter energy here of like feeling frozen and trapped, like I can't do this or I can't do that. I feel stuck constantly in a cycle of either having to losing and shedding old things, and then feeling like this winter energy, like frozen and stuck. But I also feel like here too, something else was also plaguing either you or this person, maybe both of y'all. It's giving me like jealous lover vibes. It's giving me like somebody that doesn't want you and a loved one or you and like a soulmate to reunite and come together and have love together. There's also some kind of energy around that as well. So not only is it like overcoming a bunch of karma with like your family and stuff, but either one of y'all or maybe even both of y'all have some kind of weirdo like jealous lover scenario here too that you're trying to overcome. You could have had somebody that did some kind of like love spell on you, or I don't know, they like, or somebody like buried their underwear or did some kind of weird shit. But yeah, but whatever this is, it's all being cleared away. It's all being cut out of your life and it's all being cleared away, because whatever this is, like the truth, again, there's that sword. The truth is coming out here about what happened in the past. Both of you, okay, you and this person or you or whoever, you could be going through phases of remembering stuff that happened in past lives, or remembering and seeing the truth of people in your life. It's like, oh, I remember that me and this person went through this in our past life together. And whether that be this person or that be other people that are incarnated in your life now, you could be like, oh, I remember who you are. You're that bitch who did this or did that to me. Like, oh, like, wow. No wonder we don't get along in this lifetime, or no wonder this, like, or no, I've always wondered why you always kind of seem to be like really trying to misunderstand me, or you seem like you seem hell-bent on trying to like tell lies about me or do this or come against me, and I don't understand why there's this much animosity between the two of us. You're remembering now, aren't you? And you're going to have an intensification of this too. Spirit said you're ready. Your ancestors are saying you're ready to finally see the truth of certain people in your life, or certain people. These could even be people you don't even talk to, or you don't even communicate with anymore. And you're just having these realizations. You're seeing people for who they really are. And you're seeing the reason why they were brought into your life. It's like, oh shit, we have all this karma together. Or I have this lesson to learn from you. Or, you know, yeah, divine feminine energy. Okay, this is crazy. I'm about to, yeah, cycles are coming to an end between you and these people, or you and this person. Wow. And I keep hearing that song, Remember Me. Yeah. Beltane, also known as May Day, is celebrated on the 1st of May. So yeah, something very significant can happen now, in between now and the 1st of May. Because I turned to that. Sad guitar. Okay. So this is for ancestors' remembrance. Obstacles you are experiencing are connected to the past. You're holding on way too tightly. Now is the right time to finally let go. Remembering those who have walked before you and understanding the ways they will help you to release any hurts and pains. Healing ancestral lines will enable you to break free and step into the freedom that your soul longs for, to be whole and complete. Remembrance asks you to honor the ancestors for those who lived their lives trusting in recognizing and interacting with the spirits of the land and living in accordance with the natural law of nature. Call upon their wisdom to assist you in awakening to the magic of the old ways of the days when nature was respected and the natural balance in all things was ensured. But yet again, the balance keeps coming out here. There's some kind of like rebalancing of energy, rebalancing of power. This is definitely some kind of like karmic rebalancing happening here between you and people. Remember too who you are and where you have come from, and honor yourself for never giving up as you walk in the footsteps of your ancestors. You have a strong ancestral line. Never forget who's played a big part in your past. Light a candle in remembrance of your ancestors. Someone from your past turns up. You are welcomed by a deceased loved one. Resolve a past life issue. Come on now. Literally everything that I said. Come on now. You are the dreams and visions that your ancestors held. You are the future of what they worked towards. The memory of your ancestors will never die if you hold your legacy alive within our bright birthrights and heal the ancestral lineage we are responsible for. Discover and learn who you are, who you have come from, and be proud to carry on their name. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. And on the next page is the boundaries card. For by not doing so, you will find others cross the line by taking advantage of you, not respecting either your space or you. Your natural energy is being drained. Draw your attention unnecessarily to others instead of what is really important. Come on. Come on now. It's like your spirit and your soul is asking for you to finally cut this kind of dragging energy of you having these karmic attachments to these people, and your ancestors are telling you, like, babes, like, cut the cords and move on. Leave these karmic people behind you and embrace the freedom that we're offering to you. This is beautiful. Yeah. You could be being asked to cut cords through your masculine line, so through your paternal lineage. Look, it's the summer. The summer and the Wiccan Ride came out, which always reminds me of like contracts, like taking contracts and laws. You've taken some kind of contract with spirit, and you're awakening a different like contract or a different cycle coming into your life and during the spring and the summer. Yes. Look, and it's the feminine. I knew there's some kind of balancing happening here between the masculine and the feminine. Alchemy. You are alchemizing this energy out of your family line and both the feminine and the masculine divine pair here are both alchemizing this energy. And by doing that, you have so much respect and support from your ancestors for doing this, because again, they're reminding me of that line where they're just like, you are living your ancestors' dreams. Like, you are. You're also living the dreams of your past selves as well. Like, you have privileges and possibilities that they could only ever dream of, and that they asked for and they prayed for, you know? And they're coming here, right? They're coming here now to say, like, you're doing it. Keep up the amazing good work. We're so proud of you. Like, you're healing your family line. You're healing all of this and bringing an end to the shadow energy here. This is beautiful. And I'm telling you, I can feel how much energy you're overcoming. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, like all these different, because there was like 30 different stories that I talked about here, you know, where it was like, you know, it was healing energy with like a mother figure or like a father figure, with like siblings, brother energy, also past life energy, also this kind of like hexing energy between like lovers coming together, and also like overcoming generational toxic cycles, taking burdens off your back, like facing your shadow, doing the shadow work, overcoming and healing your past versions of yourself, setting boundaries, taking like so many burdens on you and just like kicking ass and like taking names and doing all of it. Like, it's kind of crazy. And it's just like, you're doing it. Like, you're doing it. Keep doing it. Keep pushing. Keep going. You're almost at the end of a cycle here. And you're doing amazing. Exactly. Coffin card. You are almost at the end of a cycle here. And you're also, there's a lot of questions that you've had. You've had a lot of questions about why certain people have treated you or done certain things to you or said certain things to you or acted certain ways to you. Why certain things in your life have had to be a certain way, why you've had to carry certain burdens or deal with certain things in your life. I feel like you're going to have the answers that you seek. You're going to have, like, once you're out of the cycle, it's going to be a lot easier for you to look at it from kind of an outside perspective. It's like when people talk about you stepping outside of your trauma and being able to look at it and events and what you went through from a place where you're not being triggered by it because you're not in the energy anymore. You're not there being hurt by it, or you're not there having the attachment to certain people. Like, you're actually in a space where you're stepping outside of it and you can heal it and you can look at it from a much less like emotionally you can look at it from a much more emotionally balanced place where it doesn't create these triggered responses in you anymore, where you can be like, yes, this happened and this happened because this person was wounded and they did this to me and they said that to me, and it's not like, what did they do that? I don't understand, and it's not like I'm trying, but it's like you're actually being able to come to a place where it's not such a heavy burden, where you don't feel so weighed down by it, where it actually feels like you can have a handle on it and you can actually see past like the pain and the hurt and the trauma of it and the drama of it, and you can actually come to a place where you can step out of it and understand it and understand yourself and have like compassion and forgiveness for yourself and understanding as to why it will hurt you so much, but then also have gratitude for the fact that you have healed enough to the point where it doesn't do those same things, where it doesn't have such an emotional hold over you anymore. And you can kind of look at it and analyze what happened in a little bit more of like I don't want to say rational mindset, but it's not so like overwhelmingly emotional space. Yeah. Just keep putting up those boundaries and saying no. No, I'm not being triggered. No, I'm not doing there. No, I'm not going there. No, I'm not doing that. No, you can't. No, I don't, no, I don't really care. No, I'm not swayed by your tears. Or no, I'm not. I'm good. I don't have to be a part of this circus. I don't have to be a part of it. Don't call me. It has nothing to do with me. That's what it feels like. It feels like you are finally getting to a space where you can really step away from it and step outside of it and feel much freer, like from this kind of like heaviness energy. And it feels like you are being in a place where you feel far less fear, where you're not as intimidated, or you're not as scared, or you're not as, feeling as overwhelmed, or feeling like that small little child who doesn't have a voice, who can't speak up for themselves, And you might have people trying to test your boundaries, trying to test you, trying to come in and be like, nah, I'm Mr. Get Bad. And you're just like, And you might feel that initial feeling that like, oh, I need to cower down. Oh, I'm free. And then you're going to remember, wait, I'm not that scared little kid who doesn't have a voice anymore. I'm a big ass grown up who has my own voice, who has my own place, who doesn't need you to step in and tell me what to do, or I can't do this or I can't do that. You're not that chick anymore. You're not that bitch anymore. You're not that dude anymore. You really aren't. And the truth was that you never were. And I just feel like you are overcoming this kind of feeling that wants you to be scared, that wants you to be small, that wants you to feel weighed down. You're just kind of like, enough. Enough with the BS. Enough with the BS. I do think that you are going to continue to have to like push and clean that energy away and tell it to F off. You know, when you feel that feeling of fear rising up inside of you, you're going to have to be like, no, I'm stronger than that. I don't have to be that anymore. No, I don't have to step backwards into my old ways anymore. No, we don't do that anymore. No, we don't just get run over anymore. No, we don't just stay silent anymore. Or if we do stay silent, it's not out of fear. It's just because it's like, this doesn't deserve my energy. I'm staying out of this. No, you don't do this. No, you don't do that. No, you don't run this. No, you don't tell me what to do. No, you don't impress your energy on me. You take that shit back. You carry it. It's not up to me to carry it. You hold it. You carry it. No, you don't tell me no. Or, yeah, actually, I do tell you no. And when this person's like, no, you don't tell me no. It's like, actually, I do tell you no. You know, and you might have some people in your life, they don't like it. There's some people in your life that are not going to like that shit. But oh well, they'll get over it. They will hella get over it. They really will. You know, and if they don't get over it, that just shows you what little space they should hold in your life. Like, if people can't accept this, you know, this more outspoken, this more like version of you that has boundaries, that says no, that doesn't do that, if they expect you just to cave under the weight of them, like, no, then that lets you know you need to just step to the side and let that person cave down in on themselves. You know, and they wanted to tell you that you were the weak one. I really feel like that was a big thing, is that these people really wanted to tell you how weak you were. But it's like, how weak am I? What are you talking about? I was holding both of us up. How am I the weak one? You're the one that can't even hold yourself up. You're the one that wants to come over here and flop your body weight down on me. Flop your problems down on me because you can't handle holding yourself up. How am I the weak one? Like, no, I've been doing the crazy endurance tests of holding up my world and holding up your world for my whole life. So it's no wonder to me that, you know, it took me longer, or I was slower, it took me longer to bloom or whatever, because I was holding the world together for the both of us, or for this whole entire family. I've been the cornerstone of this whole entire family, but yet y'all want to sit here and talk about how little I've been able to accomplish. What you talking about? You think I'm the weak one? Okay, let me just remove my energy and watch how it all just falls apart without me there. I'm the pen that keeps all this shit rolling. And in fact, why don't I not hold all this BS together anymore? How about I just pull myself out, remove my energy, and let the cards fall where they lie for y'all? And that's what it feels like. It feels like people that made you want to think that you were nothing, or that you were meaningless, or that you had nothing to offer here, are going to see how much of a linchpin you are. Like, they are definitely going to feel your absence very strongly. And I think that if there are people that you have pulled your energy away from, that you've pulled yourself away from, that you are blocking their number and you're moving on about your business and you're doing your own thing, I think these people are hella angry and that they're jealous. Some of them might even be sending the evil eye towards you, especially if it's like this kind of like X scenario or something like that, where you're moving on and you're dating and you're healing and you're living your best life, or you're healing and learning how and relearning how to live your best life, or learning how to live your best life because you've never had a chance because everybody else has always wanted to put their shit on you. Yeah, there are going to be some people that are mad because they're going to realize how much they relied on you. How much they relied on you being their whipping post or their dog that they kicked every day. And when you remove yourself from that scenario, they're going to realize that, well, I don't have anybody to beat up on anymore. I don't have anybody to bully anymore. I need that energy source. I need that person to feed off of, or I need that person to feel better than, to put myself above. I need that person to talk ish about, or I need that person to, to be rude or be mean to. Who am I without that person to be rude and to be mean to, or to talk or to spread rumors about? A lot of these people have defined themselves. Have defined themselves. This energy is so nasty. It makes me sick. It makes me feel sick to my stomach because it's just like, yo, what? Because I feel how much this person or these people or this community has wanted you to feel like you are the grime on the bottom of the barrel. When the truth was, you were the barrel. You were the thing holding this whole thing together. Goodness gracious. Hold on. Whew, y'all. These people's energy literally makes me sick. It's making my animals sick. They picking up the energy. They're like, ugh. And I'm like, yep, I feel it. I'm so sorry that y'all had to deal with this, but I hope that y'all know, if nobody else in your life sees you, I see you. I see how hard you've had to work. I see how beaten down you felt for so many years in your life. And I see how you're still here. And they have tried to tell you your whole entire life that you were weak or that you were incapable. And the truth of the matter is, they're the weak one. They're the codependent one. They're the one that defines their life by hating you. They're the ones that define themselves by bullying you. They're the ones that have called you the weak one while they've sat on your back their whole life. Excuse me. And now that you're standing up and you're walking away, these people are wibbling, wobbling, weak legs, falling down on the ground like, oh, I can't even walk. Look at what you've done to me. And it's like, no, look at what you did to yourself. You want to call me the weak one because you were sitting on my back my whole life? No. Bet I won't be weak for you anymore. No mamas. No mamas. Hold on. Bet I won't be weak for you anymore. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. My dog is trying to climb up in my lap. No, mama. She's getting upset because I'm speaking very, passionately. And she's like, what's wrong? What are you mad about? I'm not mad at you. You're fine, babies. You're fine, baby. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Okay, I appreciate you guys ever so much. No, ma'am, you cannot get in my lap. I appreciate you ever so much. Thank you. She's over there throwing a fit. She's like, excuse me, what? I appreciate you guys ever so much. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Comment down below and let me know if this resonated for you. If you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is listed down below. Thank you guys so very much. All right. I really appreciate you. And thank you to your angels, spirits, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding you to this reading. I hope it gave the love light or clarity that you've been looking for. Thank you to my angels, spirits, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding me through this reading, as well as keeping me safe. As well as keeping me safe while I'm doing so. I really appreciate you guys ever so much. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one, okay? Bye. Baby.